Hi, and welcome to the Theme Park Trader Podcast with your hosts, Ryan and Dan.
Hello.
This week we are taking a risky move and reading reviews, poor reviews I should say, of Disney's Old Key West Resort. It's risky because that's where Dan and I are staying later this year. So we thought it would be fair because we ripped into Craig from Diz After Dark's hotel.
Yeah, which one was that?
A couple of, maybe 5 or 6 episodes ago.
No, which hotel was that? I can't remember.
That was Beach Club.
Oh, okay.
So we thought it's only fair we do it to ourselves now. So sit back, relax, and enjoy the podcast.
Each of us has a dream, a heart's desire. It calls to us. And when we're brave enough to listen and bold enough to pursue, that dream will lead us on a journey to discover who we're meant to be. All we have to do is look inside our hearts and unlock the magic.
Please stand clear of the doors. Por favor, manténganse alejado de las puertas.
So Old Key West, your first Disney hotel that you'll be staying at, right?
Yeah.
Well, your first Walt Disney World hotel.
Yeah, like Disney-owned property.
Yeah, because you stayed at some ones in Paris before.
True.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And we are going to read negative reviews. So in case anyone has never listened to this kind of one of our shows before, basically what we do is we find fantastic resorts that exist, fantastic resorts, restaurants, theme park rides, or even the theme parks themselves, and we read out the worst reviews for it. So we kind of call it like poor reviews of great something. So this time it is hotels. Old Key West is generally known as quite a good hotel. Looking at TripAdvisor, we took 4.5 out of 5.
Yeah, out of like almost 3,000 reviews.
Yeah, so you're talking out of those reviews in terms of terrible, just 2%, and poor 3%. So very small amount of the reviews, just to settle you down.
Okay, that's good.
Very small amount of the reviews.
I mean, I was thinking, it's okay. We haven't paid the full balance.
Yeah, we could just cancel. Let's kind of get reading some of these and see, because I've stayed at Old Key West 2 times now, maybe 3. I've loved it every time. So it's going to be interesting to see what people have to say about it.
Yeah, definitely.
So let's read the first one. It says it's from Rainier631 in Philadelphia, and they say Dismal Disney. See what they did there?
Yeah.
This is... It sounds like somebody just got killed outside. The window's open. It sounds like somebody just got killed. They say, this has been one of my worst hotel experiences ever, and I've been to several resorts in Orlando. I am truly hating this place. As an adult here with another adult, this was a mistake because there are far too many small children.
I think this could be us.
Yeah, it could be. It's like, God damn it.
It sounds like he's writing this review while he's here.
Yeah, it does, doesn't it?
Like, I'm truly hating this place.
Yeah.
He's definitely there.
He's definitely there, isn't he? I've had the misfortune to be placed in a room next to a screaming small child who amusing himself by slamming drawers and banging walls. I complained so I could be moved, and the response was that they were at capacity and they would check to see if they could move me to another resort. Really? Why should I have to move to a place I did not reserve over 6 months ago? Tell the parents to quiet their screaming child and promise to change my room the next day when people check out. No, that is not what they said or did. The screaming got worse, and the duty manager, Michelle, came up to my room to say that my neighbours were checking out the following day. Fine, we would wait it out. I am now in my room, and what did this horrible place do? They checked another family in with a small child that was doing almost exactly what the previous child did, except this one kept trying to open the doors between the rooms. What a nightmare. Called the duty manager again and said I was shocked after the experience yesterday. They wouldn't make a notation in the system to try not to put a small child in the room next door. In my opinion, that would have been the smart, competent and considerate thing to do, but they did not. Simply ridiculous and bad customer service. Add to it, light bulbs not working, refrigerator issues, wet paint all over the stairs outside the room, and no elevator. Would never come back or recommend to others. I mean, Why are you in the room?
Oh, what, so much?
Yeah.
Yeah, because I mean, surely the kids go to sleep.
The kid sleeps, yeah.
Yeah.
I think this guy's just being a bit of a Debbie Downer. Like, it's annoying if you've got a small kid next to you, but you're in Disney.
Yeah, and they're screaming a lot. You kind of have to expect it, don't you?
You're in Disney.
Yeah.
I mean, I sleep through anything, really.
I can do. Like, if it's going on, I might have trouble getting to sleep sometimes, but not a lot wakes me up.
You probably won't after, like, 14 hours in the park.
No,
so
you just hit the bed and you're just gone. Yeah.
But this guy sounds like he's spending way too much time in his room and not enough time in the theme parks.
Yeah.
And to go to a resort, a family resort, it's not a convention centre resort like Coronado Springs.
No, you can't complain about kids, really, can you?
No.
I mean, granted, you can say, like, oh, can you move me to another room? But to sort of say, oh, it's fair enough that they're at capacity.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, it's like, because I think I was trying to look at price comparisons, because obviously we booked before we got the flights.
That's right,
I
yeah.
was just interested to see what the difference was if you tried to book it when the flights were already available and book it as a full package.
Yeah.
But it was already gone.
Yeah.
But like, by the time the flights came out, which was only like 3-4 months after we booked,
Yeah.
the hotel was already gone.
Yeah.
It was already booked.
Because Old Key West is a Disney Vacation Club resort.
Oh, is it?
You kind of, if you're not a Vacation Club member, you kind of like put your name down to go, and then if there's slots available, they will book you in.
Okay.
They usually are.
Yeah. Yeah.
But yeah, it's just kind of the weird way it works. But yeah, complaining about like crying children is a bit ridiculous, isn't it?
It's a bit harsh. To give it 2 stars reviews is a bit harsh for that.
Just because you've got a kid that's annoying in the room next door.
That's nothing really to do with the hotel. I mean, yes, they couldn't really move you because there was no capacity.
Yeah.
And it was unfortunate that the next person also had a screaming child.
Yeah, but I mean, you have to wonder how much of this person is just like, quit the damn noise, sonny.
It's like they like sneeze and he's banging on the door.
Yeah.
Shut up! Quiet. and to complain that there's wet paint in the hallway, like, God damn it, they're trying to make this hotel nice.
Yeah, how dare they? I mean, the elevator's not working, it's not great, but...
No, that's not ideal, but
no.
To complain about...
The wet paint, yeah. I wish there would have been signs.
You'd hope so.
The Disney are very good at that.
Either that or he's just like rubbing himself down the wall.
Yeah, just to check. Next one is also 2 stars from Ruth in Brig, the UK.
I don't know where that is.
I don't know where that is. Brig. Poor standard of rooms and not accessible. We've stayed at numerous Disney resorts over the years, but this was our first visit to Old Key West. 2 of our party are over 70 years of age, and we are placed on the 3rd floor, which meant access was via 4 flights of stairs with no lift access.
I mean, do they not have lifts?
They do have lifts, yeah.
Okay.
They're not that obvious from memory, but
Right,
they do have lifts. As a result, it meant spending little time in the villa, as my elderly parents were unable to climb the stairs more than twice a day.
Leave them at the bottom of the stairs.
See you later. There is no mention on the website that this complex has no lifts. We would not have booked otherwise. We stayed at the resort for 11 nights and the housekeeping service was very poor. To say we were staying in a villa with kitchen facilities, we received no tea or coffee some days. The room was also not clean some days. The patio door that we looked on leaving the villa in the morning was open most evenings when we returned. This is poor security as we had all of our valuables kept in the villa. We also had a number of visitors, i.e. cockroaches, in the bedroom and lounge, which was very distressing. As a positive, the resort main area is very picturesque and the bell service staff are excellent. With regards to internal bus transportation, this takes on average at least 20 minutes before you can even leave the resort for the parks. It does, because it's a big resort. You have to basically, like, say the park opens at 9, you kind of have to try and get on the bus for around 8.
Yeah. I mean, I've kind of seen that with some of the... Obviously, I've never stayed in a Disney World resort, but you kind of see that. They're huge areas, aren't they?
Yeah, so they have to drive around every stop, and then,
I don't know why they don't... I mean, I guess they're kind of going for, like, the style of, Old Key West and that sort of stuff.
Yeah.
And because they don't have, like, these huge... I suppose the Swan and the Dolphin are kind of, like, huge hotels where everything is, like, in one space, isn't it? So I suppose they're going for the theming, isn't it? That's why. Yeah,
it is. Old Key West. That's probably my biggest problem with Old Key West is that if you're the last stop before the bus goes to the parks, the bus is usually full by the time.
Right.
So you're squeezing on.
Yeah.
If you're the first stop, you then have to sit there for like 20 minutes before you leave.
Yeah.
But I think it's one of those things. You just, like, as I said, the park you get up at 7:30, quick shower, you're out there by 8, you're on the bus. You'll be at the park but before 9.
Yeah, I mean that's the thing, isn't it? If you just got to plan the time, haven't you?
Yeah,
really,
exactly.
You've got to be aware of it.
And it's really only important on days like Animal Kingdom. If you want to get on to Pandora for rope drop, then you'll get up super early. But most days like Magic Kingdom, you get fast passes. It's not the end of the world.
Yeah, if you don't get there for rope drop, it's not
the end of the world.
Be terrible.
Just
preparing you for that.
No, we'll be there. We'll be there. You'll just be sat there like on the bus in your PJs still. Where am I?
Where am I? Why am I on the bus, Ryan? Why am I on the bus?
We were only at the parks 3 hours ago.
I don't remember getting up. Why did you carry me to the bus?
Why am I drugged? The Disney have responded saying that most buildings do actually have elevators, and that if you do have that requirement, not all of them they do say, which I think is important. If you do have that requirement, make sure they know. Yeah. Which I think is a fair point.
It's kind of a fair point, but I suppose you'd kind of assume that they all have elevators.
Yeah, especially if you've been to other Disney resorts.
Yeah.
You would assume that. I think that's also fair.
I mean, these days you would assume everything would have an elevator because accessibility. But I mean, that is quite funny about what did you say about the villa? Like, can't stay in the villa too much because of the. Because
they can only make two trips down and up the stairs a day.
Yeah. I mean, that is quite. Yeah.
It's quite bad, isn't it?
It's quite bad that they can't do that, but it's quite funny.
It is a little bit funny, yeah. I mean, with Old Key West, I just like the quick service place is good. Olivia's Cafe, which is the sit-down restaurant, is fantastic. Obviously, there wasn't too much on the menu for you, I don't think.
I can't remember.
Well, we're not going there.
Oh, we're not? Okay.
So I don't think there was.
Did you say it was a quick service or a sit-down?
Sit-down.
Okay.
They do have a quick service, which is pretty good.
Right.
And they also have the bar, which serves chocolate martinis. Oh, yes.
So that's 5-star for you.
5-star. 6-star. The next person is called Jab, and they say it needs updating. Old Key West is just that. Old. See what they did there?
Yeah.
Place needs major updates and cleaning. We have stayed at many Disney resorts, and they've all been nice and clean. This place was not the typical Disney standard. After saying something to the front desk, they did not care. I was asked if I belonged to the Disney Vacation Club, and when I said no, I was told I was pretty much out of luck. So long story short, unless you belong to DVC, they don't care. I got better and kinder reception from Bell Services.
Do we know what Bell Services is?
It's the luggage people.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
I always find it hard to believe when people say they get bad service from.
I have a feeling it's people that just are just being arsey to them.
Yeah, because generally, you get very good service in Florida, don't you?
Yeah.
All year round, all at every place you go to.
Yeah.
And when you see when you get bad service, it does stand out. But yeah, some people are just arseholes, really, aren't they? And when they if you approach somebody and you're complaining about a problem or something like that, and you're just being a dick about it, they're not going to help you. They're not going to be inclined to help you and be nice, are they? So
no, which I think we said it before in this kind of thing where if the room was not clean, you'd go down there and be like, would you be able to send one of the cleaners up at the next available time because we've got this problem and it's not clean. And I think if you're doing that, from my experience, they're pretty good at sorting it out.
Definitely, yeah.
Because they want you forked out, especially if you're going from the UK, you forked out a lot of money to get there.
Yeah, definitely.
And they obviously want you to come back, as I do every year, and you do every year. Very disappointing, says the next one from Richard in Bella Vista. For the prices Disney charges, we expected accommodations to be clean and updated. We have no idea when floors were last vacuumed or mopped, not while we were there. Upon arrival, we could tell the bedrooms had not been vacuumed. Bedding was dirty, dishes not clean, food on down the front of the stove. Villa desperately needed maintenance. Even the parks, besides being overly crowded, they were dirty. Really? I don't believe that.
And to be fair, why are you bringing that up in this review? Come on, people.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't. If they find the parks dirty, it makes you wonder what they're finding about the hotel. Is the hotel really dirty?
Yeah, the parks aren't dirty as well.
No, I mean they clean them constantly.
Yeah, I mean even Disneyland Paris, and you went more recently than I did this year.
Yeah.
I think it's certainly improved in its maintenance since we went there last.
Yeah, I don't think I went anywhere. I don't think in there and thought that's dirty.
Because I distinctly remember last time we were there before this year, it was just like, oh, that needs a paint, that looks a bit rubbish,
Right.
that needs to be done. And they seem to have upped that game, I think, in the last couple of years. Obviously, the resort is now profitable, which is great. And I think with I forget her name, the current person that's in charge there, who's going to be moving to America shortly.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
She's obviously done a good job in recent years in actually listening to fans. She obviously walks around the parks and talks to people to understand what they want.
Yeah.
So I think that's really good. He goes on to say, we know it's winter and vegetation is not at its best, but that does not account for public areas, mainly bathrooms, where even that was a line being... Oh, so he's saying he had to wait for the loo. So he's saying public toilets were dirty. Again, whenever I've been in one of the toilets in the parks, I almost say 1 in every 3, I see someone from cast services working in there.
Yeah, you do. Yeah, you do.
They're
Get
in there a lot.
don't you? Yeah.
So I'm not convinced on that.
I mean, what's he say? We know it's winter and vegetation is not at its best.
Yeah, what's he even talking about
I have
there?
no idea what he means. Like, what does that have to do with cleanliness?
I don't know.
Like, I think that guy might be getting a little bit... when you see that, it does make you question, is he actually complaining about the hotel? Like, is there really a problem in the hotel?
Yeah.
Because he's complaining about all the parks being unclean, when we know the parks aren't unclean.
Yeah.
So, is this guy just being super picky?
Yeah,
There's a hair on the floor!
How dare they?
It's like combing it with a microscope.
Yeah, he's got the blue, was it blue light?
Oh, yeah.
It's like,
scanning it over everything.
Not a lifting experience, says Easy Travel Agent from New York, New York. New York, New York. Springfield, Springfield. If you plan to stay at the villas, beware. They are not for anyone with knee, hip or joint pain.
Oh dear.
Probably the first of the DVC buildings, it is not equipped with an elevator, which means lugging heavy suitcases up flights of stairs. Oh god, how do I close that? I did ask one of the employees where the elevators were, as we had a villa on the second floor. They laughed, told us they have asked for elevators and have to take baskets of supplies up the stairs. For guests with joint concerns, stay away from this location. The villa itself has a worn appearance and lacks the sparkle of other Disney lodging. So I think the apartments where we will be staying, I think those buildings have elevators.
Right, okay.
And then the villas don't, I want to say.
Oh, okay.
I've stayed at a villa before.
Right. I would have assumed that villas would be kind of like almost like self-contained things, like not on multiple floors.
Yeah, they call them villas, but they're not. They're more
right.
like large apartments.
Okay.
Which is weird. I don't know why they call them villas.
Yeah, are those the ones that come with all the kitchen facilities and everything like
that?
that?
Yeah, you've got like a whole kitchen is in there.
Right. Okay.
You have, I think the one that we stayed in twice before was 2-bedroom kitchen facility. You also had like a fold out lounge bed if you had another 2 people in there.
Right.
That kind of thing.
I don't know why. If you were going to stay, if you wanted those facilities, why wouldn't you just stay in a villa?
Yeah.
Because a villa's a lot cheaper than staying in a Disney resort.
Yeah.
I just don't know why you do that. Yes, you have to like go a little bit. I mean, maybe it's if they don't drive, then it's easier.
Yeah.
If being in the resort, but then you think, well, just pay for like all the facilities that you get with the hotel. You're paying for the hotel. You're paying for the cost of the hotel. Why don't you use all the facilities and all the benefits of the hotel?
Yeah, I don't get it. Dirty and Dated is the next one. Stayed here for 2 nights as a getaway from Tampa. Wish we'd stayed home and commuted to Disney instead. The unit was spacious, yes, but dirty and dated. Stains on all the furniture, mould on the inside of the balcony doors. Who knows what stains on the side of the fridge? We had to cover the furniture and rugs with sheets to allow our baby to play on them. Our room wasn't even cleaned when we were there, even though I spoke to front desk person and asked for housekeeping after 1. Heat at night is very slow to... Heat at night?
What?
I mean, I appreciate they're in December. Oh, they're from Florida, aren't they? So it would be cold to them.
I suppose, okay.
Heat at night is very slow to turn on, and when it does, it's way too warm. Restaurant was the worst Disney food we had in a while, but since it's the only option, we were stuck with it once the baby went to sleep. Overall, not worth the money. If we wanted to stay at a Disney property, we would stay at a nicer one next time, or just stay off campus at a better clean hotel.
Off campus.
Off campus. Yeah. I mean, it's very difficult, because like when I stay at Disney room, I don't really give the room like a massive once over. As long as the bed's clean,
Oh, I see. Yeah, you don't
I'm like-
sort of inspect it. to
No,
see
because
what
I
it's
literally just get in, you're knackered, I'd maybe change quickly,
like. Yeah.
and then go straight back out for dinner or something, and then sleep in it, get up, you leave, you come back, sleep in it. It's like,
Yeah.
I know there's not. I know people do go back to the rooms; they spend a lot of time in the rooms, but I personally don't.
Yeah, I mean, you kind of expect a certain level of cleanliness, don't you, from these hotels?
Yeah.
I mean, the Disney hotels, especially I mean, I don't know what the official rating of this hotel is.
I think it's a 4.
Right. Okay. In which case, you definitely expect it to be nice and clean and tidy, don't you? I mean, even when we stayed at where was it? Santa Fe in Disneyland Paris. That's like a 2 or something, isn't it?
Yeah, I think
it is. That was perfectly clean and tidy.
That was fine.
It?
Yeah. I'm imagining they must have the star rating here somewhere.
They probably have the official rating somewhere, don't they? Don't know what.
It's a 3.5 star hotel by the looks of it.
Oh, okay. But even there, you would expect.
Yeah,
You expect it
it's
to be clean
it's
and
a
tidy,
very
don't
good 3.5 star hotel.
Yeah.
So, the next one is from Sherry from Florida, and she
What
says
a picture.
that was taken 30 years ago.
I suspect it wasn't. I suspect that was like last year.
Yeah,
She looks like she's from the 80s.
she does. Yeah, pretty atmosphere, high priced, great boat ride to Disney Springs. 2 stars. we just spent the night here to visit Disney's 2 parks. They've got more than that, but
Yeah.
okay. Maybe this was from the
Well, it's reviewed in 2017. Maybe she's recalling her trip from
1980, yeah, 1982, which is after Epcot opened. We are residents and can visit anytime we want. All right.
Show off.
Yeah. We chose the Old Key West Resort for one night. The place is beautiful, and there are shuttles to go anywhere you choose.
I don't think anywhere you choose.
Yeah. Take me to Universal. No, this bus goes to Magic
Sorry,
Kingdom.
ma'am, we don't go to Universal.
When we checked in, the room was freezing and 64 degrees. The Fahrenheit, I'd imagine.
I have no idea what that means in real money.
In real money?
But you know. You real money?
The temperature, you mean?
Yeah. You not heard that term?
I mean, I've heard the term. I didn't
Okay.
know it could be applied to anything.
Yeah.
The
I'm
room-
going to apply it to anything, right?
Yeah, it's done. The room stunk of marijuana in the worst way. Wow.
What's the good way?
Yeah, I don't know. It's not a good smell.
It either smells like marijuana or doesn't.
Or it
smell
doesn't,
like
yeah. I called the front desk to report how cold it was, and the thermostat would not work even when we turned it up.
She didn't complain about the marijuana.
No, she was loving it.
Yep.
They reported it and told us it would be 30 minutes. We then walked to the front desk and talked to her about where to eat. We then told her about the smell of pot in our room. She was an older lady, 70-ish, and started laughing and told us, I could use some of that for my back right now. No wonder you're hungry as well. Amazing.
So basically, she thought they were smoking pot.
Yeah, amazing. That was it. We left. Upon entering our room, the temperature never budged. No maintenance man. This is now 1.5 hours later. I made the second call to maintenance, and he told me I was wrong about when I reported and argued. He then realised he was wrong and said someone would be there in 20 minutes. His comment, I'm sorry, I was wrong, you did report it when you said you did, someone will be there in 20 minutes, have a magical night, and then hung up. 30 minutes later, maintenance showed up. He shook some wide while standing on a chair, the furnace kicked on and raised the temperature to 74 right away. We were happy. He then left, the furnace shut off and never came back again. We stayed in our clothing all night long under the covers. Not good. Added note, the front desk told us they would credit us something, never saw it. Upon returning home, I called billing and explained the 3 attempts to warm my room up. Told him the entire story, he was shocked. He credited our entire night. He was wonderful in billing. Asset to Disney. The front desk people need some training and customer service. That's pretty good, actually, to be fair.
That is a good outcome for them.
Yeah.
I mean, we can't really relate to like heating problems because
The colder it is, the better in the room.
yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
So
I'd rather be layering up than taking stuff off after a warm day.
yeah, so it's hard to relate to that one, isn't it?
Yeah,
But,
it is. She didn't mention the boat service at all.
Is that what she mentioned in her title?
In a title, yeah. She was like, great boat.
I mean, she gave it 5 stars for location.
Yeah,
That's pretty good.
yeah. Next one says, horrible hospitality treatment for the handicapped. I went to this property for a one-night stay on Saturday, October the 21st, 2017, with my son-in-law's mother, who has lung disease and must travel with oxygen and administer breathing treatments 3 times daily.
Life story.
Yeah. I called the hotel 1 week in advance, and after holding on for 57 minutes, I requested an early check-in and late check-out because my friend would need to do her breathing treatments. The lady said that she would most definitely add it to my request. She suggested that I arrive early and request again at check-in counter, so I did. I was told when I checked in at a hotel that the early check-in was not possible. Wow. And I called a week in advance. She also said I could call front desk on Sunday AM and request a late checkout. So I called Sunday AM about 8 AM, spoke with Antoinette, who told me that that would not be possible. So I said to her, "Are you telling me that Disney would not assist a handicapped person who needs to do her oxygen treatment?" And her response to me was, "No, sorry." So to summarise, I requested the late checkout 3 times, starting with 1 week in advance after holding on the phone for 57 minutes, then at check-in, and then on the phone from my room in the morning of checkout. Needless to say, this representation of Disney is horrible and outright selfish, mean and disgusting. So it was all about collecting $536 from me for 19 hours. 4 PM check-in and 11 AM checkout, and not 1 minute more to help a handicapped individual. What goes around comes around, and whoever makes these selfish decisions will have to answer to a higher power eventually. Absolute horrible treatment. Will they though? I don't think they will.
No, that person gave it literally as lowest review they could give, isn't it?
Yeah.
I don't know where to stand on that one. It's kind of like it goes back to the whole capacity thing, doesn't it?
Yeah.
If they are at capacity, they can't really issue late checkout because then that impacts the next. They can't allocate the next room to the next person.
Yeah, this is it.
So it's
like,
difficult,
what can you do?
isn't it? It's like, and I mean, I know they phoned 1 week in advance, but
if that's already been booked.
Yeah, if it's already been booked, the person I don't know who they phoned. Did they phone the resort? Or did they just phone the Disney helpline?
Not sure. They didn't say.
Yeah. So it's difficult. You can't. It's harsh to give it 1 star. If they give it 1 star,
I think they did
for that. I don't know. Just me.
1 star. Yeah. Yeah, it was 1 star. Next one's from Ghost Chick, Massachusetts. So dated room's tiles cracked and falling apart in bathroom. We had requested non-odourless cleaning due to allergies well in advance, and upon check-in, the suite was filled with cleaning chemical smells. Our first visit at our home resort did not impress us at all.
That's a bit weird. I've never heard that.
What's
heard
that?
Requesting
Odourless
odourless cleaning.
No, I mean if you've got allergies, I suppose.
Yeah.
Next one is from CJ Hughes from New York, and they say bed bugs. Had a great time, but noticed bugs in the room and on the pillow. We notified the front desk about the bugs, and we got a call from Disney. The room tested positive for bed bugs. We now must have our home fumigated.
What?
I don't know.
What was it? So we notified the front desk and the bugs, and we got a call from Disney.
We just got a call from Disney.
So is he saying they got a call afterwards?
After they stayed, yeah. If I saw bed bugs, I'd be like, you need to move this now.
Yeah.
Even if it's to a different resort.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, it's a bit... Yeah, it's kind of like they saw the bed bugs and then it was just like, we'll sleep. We'll sleep in there. Yeah. Yeah. A lot of people here staying for like 1 or 2 nights, isn't there?
Yeah, there's a lot of that in Disney.
Yeah, I suppose that's the thing. You get a lot of locals sort of staying there, don't you?
Yeah.
Like, as we found, and then they only stay for a couple of days. Like people going from like Tampa and stuff, isn't it?
Yeah, yeah. Which is crazy when you think Key West is literally just down to the south. You could just like Key West for me. Like Key West, like it's cool for me because I'm it's Florida Keys, like it's in the same kind of. But like if you're in Florida, you could just go. They
could go there as well, but. Yeah, I mean,
I stay at a different hotel because you're experiencing something other than Florida.
Yeah, I mean, but I don't know if you were in. I suppose you get it here, don't you? With like Alton Towers and stuff like that, you can go and stay in a resort even though you live within the country. But like people.
No, I mean like the themed as a resort.
I know, yeah, I know what you're saying. I was just thinking like people going from Tampa.
Yeah, it's a few hours away.
I don't even know if it's a few hours. Is it? It's like
hours.
Hour maybe.
Is it? Isn't that like long?
I didn't think it was that long.
Yeah.
To get there, like if you were going for a day, I think I would just.
Drive. Yeah. Next one says need some Botox and air conditioning. Botox.
What do they? I don't know what.
No, God knows.
I don't think they know what Botox is.
No. If you've read any of my other reviews of Disney property hotels here on TripAdvisor, you know I've stayed at quite a few. Brag, brag, brag. Love Port Orleans Riverside, and Grand Floridian is superb when there's a good deal on it. Bourke has an amazing location. I tried to be as honest as possible, and at first glance, I was floored by how friendly Michael was at check-in. He provided a magical experience.
Ooh.
That's where the magic ended. When we got to our room, it was 80 degrees in it. Not to mention it climbed straight out of the 1990-something. This is where the Botox comes in. But hey, that's fine. What wasn't fine was when I called the front desk and was told, "It's just a sensor, ma'am." I told the front desk that I've had extensive experience with the Disney properties. This isn't just a sensor. The AC didn't come on when we walked in the room. The front desk wouldn't listen. I told them then, if I come back to my room at 11 p.m. tonight and it's 80 degrees in here, I won't be happy. Guess what? I came back in and it was 80 degrees in the room. The front desk sent a repair person that slammed doors and complained under his breath the entire time that he was there. He was rude. So I called the front desk a third time and they asked to speak with him. He asked them why they had put guests in the room they knew had a broken AC. He then told them he could fix for a couple of hours, but that it would break again. Just classic Disney. The rat has gotten greedy and just not concerned with providing what used to be best-in-class service. Universal is down pat at the moment. The restaurant was also terrible and cold microwave food, and the manager was aware of that as well, or so they told us. What the heck? Never, ever, ever stay here, even if they provide you a refund. The restaurant is definitely not microwave food. The next one is from Better Sig in Littleton, Colorado. Not so Disney, they say. Nice staff, but the rooms are run down. We just stayed in a residence inn that was significantly better in all ways. You are now paying for a Disney label on a 2 out of 5 star resort. Nothing here screams it's Disney. Dents, stains, scratches, bugs, mould, rust. Not quite dirty yet, not really clean. Pretty much everything they used to do well is lacking. We have stayed here before and loved it. Sadly, I think the love affair is over. Oh dear.
They're not enjoying this hotel.
No, they're not.
Is this making you concerned?
No, because I've stayed here before.
Well, that's the thing, isn't it? It's very difficult with the hotel reviews. You kind of look at every hotel, and you'll get negative reviews because things happen.
Yeah,
and also people do tend to
exaggerate
sometimes, don't they? And they tend to be a bit unreasonable.
Yeah, they do. I mean, being put in a broken room.
Yeah,
is a bit stupid.
Yeah, what with the AC gone, isn't it? Yeah, especially in Florida.
What they should have done is said, look, there's no other rooms available. This room's AC is broken. You can either stay in here, or here's another hotel of equal value or less value we'll credit your account. Mm-hmm. That's what they should have done.
That's what you'd hope they do.
Yeah. The next one says, a little disappointed. Well, just had to give some feedback about the bus situation on this. One of our many vacation club trips, we had incredibly long waits compared to other resorts, and were never provided an explanation or reason.
I like that. Just like, we have to wait a long time for the bus. What is the reason for this? It's got a lot of stops.
Yeah.
Do they need to explain that to you?
Yeah.
Surely it's common knowledge. Sense.
You'd think so, wouldn't you? Routinely up to an hour from and to the resort from parks. This is what I said. You always got to leave it like that.
Yeah.
This causes stress with attempts at last-minute rescheduling of meal reservations and fast passes, which cannot always be successfully done on My Disney Experience at the last minute. Try making a phone call from a bus with a volume level and pure chaos. No thanks. We had my in-laws and it really spoiled a few nights with them having to stand in lines for up to an hour. I heard from several others in line who said their trip was nearly spoiled with similar issues. I think Disney can do better, and we certainly have better. We certainly have had better during previous visits. Next time we are staying elsewhere.
I mean, they didn't really explain whether it was because it took a long time to get to the bus or whether there was a lot of queues for the bus.
Yeah, it sounds like a bit of both, doesn't it?
It's kind of like if you know it's going to take a long time because the buses are taking an hour or whatever for whatever reason.
Yeah. Just
plan around it.
We should see it like you just get there earlier.
Yeah, if you've got a reservation, you should be allowing time to get there.
Yeah.
That's not on the hotel.
The thing is, you get there early, you sit down and you wait for the bus, or probably what I would have done is I would have walked to the first bus stop in the loop.
Oh yeah.
I just got on there, made sure I get a seat.
Yeah.
Just do that. It's not the end. It's not ideal, but it's not the end of the world.
Mm-hmm.
The next one says not a 4-star resort. I stay at Disney World several times a year and have an annual pass. Oh, fancy.
These reviewers love bragging, don't they?
They do.
The last one, it's like one of my many vacation club visits.
Yeah, I know. They love bragging when they've got an annual pass. I've enjoyed the Contemporary, Saratoga Springs, which is my favourite hotel, the Beach Club, Animal Kingdom Lodge, and the Grand Floridian. This is my first time at Old Key West Villas. I was really excited and stayed 6 nights. The outside of the resort is beautiful, with all the mature trees, landscaping, walking trails, and colours on the villas. The room was large and had a full kitchen with a washer and dryer, but the room needed to be remodelled. Several lights, door handles, shower control and head, dryer, refrigerator, ceiling fan, blinds and curtains, carpet, etc. were either broken or needing repair.
What's the etc. there? I think they've literally mentioned everything.
Every fixture. The room felt dirty even though it appeared clean. If I did not wear socks, the soles of my feet were brown. Also, I could hear everything the family above my villa was doing. The walls are paper thin.
That's ceiling.
That's definitely a ceiling. I used the gym, which had a great equipment, but it was too small for such a large property. 5 guests filled the space. That's because nobody goes to the gym. That's why the gyms are so small. Like when you're on vacation in Florida, nobody goes to the gym.
That doesn't really surprise me,
No. The main pool was disappointing as it was tiny and not enough seats and umbrellas for the resort size. I used a smaller pool next to my room and was disappointed with the trash in and around the pool. The resort is large and my room was far from the room was far from the very tiny boardwalk. I packed my family into the car and drove there. There was very limited parking and still had to park across the street. I would have walked, but the beautiful mature trees do not cover the main sidewalks.
This guy's got to think about the mature trees.
I would have walked, but I don't like the sun.
When he says the tiny boardwalk, is he talking about the boardwalk, or is he talking about...
There's like a little pier where the boat docks, and then that's where like the kind of restaurant and quick service location and stuff is.
So it's like the main kind of like stuff or facilities of the hotel.
Yeah, that's right.
Right.
I would have walked, but the beautiful trees... I would have been in full sun with 2 small children the whole time. I can't remember being acknowledged by any of the staff the entire time. One staff member did speak with my children and give them each a sticker. Unfortunately, I could go on. I did not feel like I was on Disney property. I will not stay at this resort again. Oh dear.
I mean, do you expect to be acknowledged by every single staff member you go by?
I don't want to be acknowledged by every single staff member.
You don't want to have to stop and talk to them.
Stormtrooper.
Every single post. Yeah.
Stormtrooper.
What was the... if you go up a sec. What was the... there was a bit that I thought was... what was it? Oh yeah, I would have been walking through... I would have been in the full sun with 2 small children the whole time.
What do you do when you're in the park?
Yeah, literally they have to run from shop to shop, avoiding the sun.
When you're in Epcot, around World Showcase, what are you doing?
They're sort of like walking around with like a black cloak above them. Like, can't be seen by the sun.
Michael Jackson. From Diane in Leeds, in the UK. What's your bill? She says. We booked over 9 months ago and still got 2 poor rooms at the end of the block. I got one end, my son got the other. All we had all night was the air conditioning humming and banging for 10 nights.
Stop that. We booked 9 months in advance, but we still got 2 rooms at the end of the block.
Yeah.
What
do you want?
Booking in advance doesn't guarantee you a room in a particular part of the hotel.
No, and unless you're paying extra for like a specific view or something. Asked to change rooms, but all we got was an abrupt no. The staff in check-in were very poor and rude. This is not a hotel, but a timeshare resort. The rooms we had were old and dated and needed updating. All they want is your dollar, that's it. When we went to check out, they said you will get an email showing what you owe. My ask for his bill, which they reluctantly printed, and woo, it had all sorts on it. Even this on-site cafe had taken our drinks and tipped by cash, and then charged them to the rooms. We had this all over the resorts to keep the cash and bang it on your room. It's just stealing money from you. What? If we had not seen this when we were there. We were on the dining plan, so we had a wristband to pay for our meals and snacks, but that's how they do it. The food is free, but you pay for your drinks and tip by cash, which we did every time, but some places put it all on the wristband, and probably keep the full amount of cash. Keep away from here, it's rubbish. Good points. The front desk on the outside one, the lads were great, and the lady in the shop, that's it. The bus service to the parks was fantastic, no wait time and saves driving, don't need a car. Wow,
that's quite difficult to read that.
She went from making a little bit of sense to complete shambles.
Yeah.
But it sounds like she thinks she was being charged twice for certain things.
Yeah, it sounds like she was getting, like, they were putting it on the room and she was paying in cash or something.
Yeah. See, my thing is I never put my credit card on my Magic Band.
Right, okay. Mm-hmm.
So when I at a Disney restaurant, I say I'm on the dining plan, and then I'll buy a couple of drinks extra, and I'll leave the cash and the tip for that. Mm-hmm. And then if that does happen, I'll be like, well,
yeah, I don't like.
It's never happened to me before that.
Yeah, I can't quite work out what she was saying she was doing. Like, was she paying? She obviously wasn't. I guess, do you have to scan your Magic Band for the dining plan?
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Right. Okay. And they seemed, I guess, were they taking like her room off that and then billing it to the room? Maybe?
It must have been, yeah.
I don't quite understand.
But if you don't leave a credit card on the room, I don't understand how. She must have had a credit card.
I don't know if you have. Do you have to leave a credit card when you?
No.
I know, like some hotels, you have to leave a credit card, don't you?
No,
like
you
behind
don't.
The desk
you don't at all.
Okay.
Terribly run down and abrupt staff. This was going to be our dream holiday. My daughter recently married with her husband and my grandchildren.
Married her grandchildren?
Oh dear. Let's really splash out and stay in a Disney resort. Well, that was a huge mistake and a complete waste of thousands of pounds. The furniture was awful, all the seats and chairs stained and furniture all chipped. I've stayed in nicer, lower budget motels. We even had a few resident cockroaches. Not sure exactly what we paid all the money for. Staff were rude every morning when they came to our service our room, and we told them we were not ready to leave. They made us feel very uncomfortable for wanting to stay in the villa that we had paid for. Not a Disney magic I expected. I feel so let down, and our dream holiday was partially ruined, not to mention all the money we spent. I would never recommend this resort to anyone. Next time we will book a nice non-Disney resort, as obviously you were just paying for the name and not deluxe accommodations. This resort is not anything more than basic, and that's being kind.
I just love that. They were they were saying that the staff were coming in and they weren't ready to leave.
Yeah.
It's like, well, surely if this is like daily cleanliness, then you should be putting a do not disturb sign on the door.
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah. If it's because you're leaving, then you need to leave by a certain time, and you can't say, no, we're not ready to go yet, because they will bill you for another day.
Yeah, exactly.
So,
I mean, some of these photos, like, there's a bit of paint like missing off a table. That's not really the end of the world.
Yeah.
That one looks a bit. There's one of the windowsill that looks pretty dodgy.
Oh, it's a windowsill, isn't it? It's kind of like the plaster and the paint's come away, isn't it?
Yeah, so that one's not great.
It's a bit weird.
Then it's just of the poolside area.
I don't know what.
There's a tiny bit of paint missing above a door. Yeah, it's not really like the end of the world, is it?
No.
Oh dear.
Some proper weird wind going through there.
It sounds very very dodgy out there.
What's that one? Have we seen that one?
I don't think we saw that one, no.
What even is that? It's just like a chair or something.
A bit of brown on the chair. Nice bit of nice stain on the chair. Should we read a couple more?
Yeah.
A couple more of these. Stay elsewhere says.
Stay away.
Stay away. Visited this resort over spring break with my family. We are DVC members, of course, and have stayed at all the deluxe properties at Disney, with this being the far worst. Dirty rooms, no towel and trash on fourth day as promised. Cobwebs on terrace and mould in bathroom, among other things, are in dire need of refurbishment.
What's that? Dirty rooms, no towel and trash on the fourth day as promised.
Yeah, please.
You check in and they'll be like, you'll receive some trash on the fourth day.
Yeah. Excuse me, can I just request that we have no towels, the room is dirty, and trash on the floor, please.
And on the fourth day.
On the fourth day.
Fourth day.
Old dresser with drawers falling apart and stained carpeting and chairs. Woke up on the fifth day at 7:15 a.m. to a full construction site next door with banging and beeping with no warning. I must say that Julian, the morning manager, was fantastic to us and tried his best to make everything better. He is a true gentleman and the only helpful person there on property. I wanted to love it here, but it was such a letdown and horrible experience. Although Julian did his best, this still doesn't constitute for the hotel to get a good rating. As fellow DVC members are also looking for resort reviews, I would say to stay elsewhere and use your value points at a resort that stays up to date with its upkeep and maintenance. If you're looking for value with your points, even Saratoga Springs next door is a better option than this place. Stay elsewhere.
Even Saratoga Springs. I don't know how that compares price wise.
I think it's about the same.
Yeah, I would have said it was about the same.
I think it is. Not a fan of Old Key West is Disney Jess. This hotel has very limited food options. If you want a quick service meal and it's raining, plan on getting wet. The buses are very slow and the resort is too large to walk back to your room. It's not. It does take a while, but... Right. Bugs in room and broken toilet. Management was very nice at trying to get our problems fixed, but I would still never go back. This is the only Disney resort that I did not like out of the 8 I have stayed at. just put that out there.
There's definitely a type, isn't there, that's reviewing these.
Yeah, there really is. Let's see if we can find a couple more decent ones. Ooh. Mickey Mouse's toenail clippings and more exciting assumptions made about housekeeping. We are currently staying at Old Key West for 5 nights. It wasn't my first pick, but it was all that was available on short notice. We were able to get a nice 2-bedroom on the ground floor. We have been here for 3 nights. Unfortunately, we have a family staying on the floor above us, and we can hear everything. The first night they got in late, and it sounded like they spent the first 3 hours moving furniture. The last 2 nights haven't been as bad. However, you can hear... Moving furniture. However, you can hear every footstep and toilet flush. This is no fault of our neighbours, but it makes it difficult to get any rest. I would expect more soundproofing at such an expensive resort. I would ask to be moved, but we don't want to pack and unpack again, so I downloaded a white noise app last night so I could finally get some sleep. Today we came back to our room around 3 and housekeeping had been in our room to collect trash and replace towels. When we came in, we noticed there were toenail clippings on the living room kitchen floor. They were not ours and appeared to be from someone with much larger and less manicured feet. Ugh. We were completely disgusted. We checked our room to see if anything else was out of place, and you could see an imprint from where someone had been on the bed. Someone had been on the bed we made before we left. Some of our things in the bathroom were moved, yet it hadn't been cleaned, and one of the closets we weren't using was left open with the light on. It was very apparent that someone was using our room, going through our things. The toenail clippings may have fallen out of the trash from a previous guest while they were emptying our trash, but why were they in the living room kitchen area? I found one by the back door which was locked when we left and unlocked when we returned. I did speak with the manager of housekeeping who spoke with the cast member who was in our room. Of course they said they were not sitting or laying on our bed, only empty trash and replaced towels. However, I have toenails in my room that say otherwise. Look at these! Look at these!
It's like throwing toenails at cast members. Explain this!
Explain this! They offered to give our room a full cleaning because of the misunderstanding. I, however, prefer not to have any more cast members or toenails in my room. Seriously, people, cut your toenails before you go on vacation. Who does that? I should have listened to the negative reviews.
Are there other reviews with toenails?
Yeah, it's like, this is the thing.
I mean, that sounds a bit weird, doesn't it? Like, I don't know if that's necessarily going to be the cleaning staff or whether somebody actually got into their room.
It does sound like somebody just got into the room, doesn't it?
Yeah, because granted, toenail clippings could have come from the bin or something like that, but like the door was unlocked and things like somebody sitting on the bed and going through like cupboards and stuff.
Yeah, it doesn't sound great, does it?
It sounds a bit weird, doesn't it?
Let's read one more. So loud. This year we did a split stay with 2 nights at Pop Century and 2 nights at Old Key West. Since this is a large step up from Pop Century, I was really looking forward to our stay here. However, it was not enjoyable. We were on the 3rd floor, which I requested, hoping it would be quiet. We couldn't hear anyone above us since we were on the top level, but instead we heard every toilet flush, chair move, and a conversation of our neighbours.
I mean, you'd hope that you wouldn't hear any noise from above being, being on the top.
Someone cutting their toenails on the roof.
You could hear them say, okay, I'm going to put these in room 378.
I'm going to sit on the bed, open the cupboard, and put these in the kitchen.
Sprinkle my toenails.
Oh dear, that's not good. So we'll probably call it there today. I think it's not as bad as I would thought it was going to be.
No, I mean, there's a few sort of cleanliness things, but it's very difficult to work out what level of cleanliness they're talking about here.
Yeah.
Isn't it? And I know you do get things in a lot of hotels like, like paint chips and stuff like that. Yeah. It depends what level people are complaining about. Like the guy who was saying his room's clean, untidy or unclean, and then he's complaining about the cleanliness of the parks.
Yeah, I've not encountered that before.
Yeah, you have to question whether he's actually complaining about the cleanliness.
Yeah, I think so. It's not put me off staying.
No, I mean the thing is with these hotels, you get a lot of like mixed reviews. Well, they're not even like mixed reviews. You get a lot of places where they'll have bad reviews, but then you've got like was percentage of 5-star reviews, like 40-50%.
Yeah, I think it was. Let's have a look. It was very high, 55% of 5-star
and 30% very good. So you covered 85% of the reviews in those 2, 4 and 5 stars. Exactly.
Yeah, so you've only got 5% poor and terrible.
Yeah.
In total, so it's not like it's a bad resort. And I love staying there. I'm looking forward to going back. So yeah, if you've stayed there and you've got thoughts, then you can let us know. You can find us on our website, themeparktrader.com. We're on Twitter, Facebook, Snapchat, Instagram. Our username is themeparktrader. I am on Twitter as well, at Ryanogs. That's RYANOGS. Dan, you're on Twitter?
Yep, Scrooby Online, SCRWBY Online.
And please do, if you've liked today's show or you've liked any of our other shows and you're still yet to do so, search for Theme Park Trader on iTunes and leave us a positive 5-star review. Thank you very much for listening, and we will see you next week.
Ah, there you are. And just in time. There's a little matter I forgot to mention. Beware of hitchhiking ghosts. They have selected you to fill our quota, and they'll haunt you until you return.